Alright everyone, so in the last video I showed you how to import sound into Tahoma2D to work within a scene. What we're going to do now is learn how to do lip dubbing, okay, which is that when someone speaks, we know how to animate a mouth, opening and closing like that, but if the lips of the mouth don't really match the letters, then the drawing's not going to feel natural. All right, so in this section, we're going to do a little bit of practice of how to shape the mouth to feel like the certain letters, okay? So each letter has a certain drawing to it, okay? Depending on what letter of the alphabet it is. So, as a little sort of, practice, put your fingers on your lip and then speak the alphabet. A, B, B, C, D, E, F. And you'll notice that sometimes your mouth goes more vertical and sometimes it goes more horizontal. Sometimes your lips become a little more rounded, and sometimes they become more tight. So, certain letters like A, O, E, U. Notice how my lips go up and down. So like an A or an I sound, I, A, apple, igloo, icicle. I'm trying to think of another. Atom, right? So it's like my mouth is going north and south, or it's opening vertically. O. Opposite. Something like that. E forces your mouth east and west. E. Whereas the U sound forces your lip into a curl. U. Umbrella. Uniform, unique. Okay, so consonant sounds like C, D, G, K, N, R, S, T, H, Y, and Z. Your mouth is kind of closed. I'm exaggerating here, but it's like C, D, Z, N, N. N. See how my mouth is going more wider? N, N, S, S, R, R. L goes more like this. L, D, T, T, W, Q. Q is kind of like the U sound. Q, or kind of curls. W, Q. MBP is like very closed because basically your lips are pressing off of each other. Mother, maple, Mississippi. See how my lips start together? Same as for the B sound. Batter, because. See how my lips stay together at the beginning? Or the P sound. Peanut. Process, okay? F and V have you're kind of like biting your lip a little bit. Fire. See how my lips my lip is kind of catching on my teeth there? Fire. Vote. Vehicle. Farther. Florida. See how my lip kind of catches there? L, your tongue actually presses against the bottom of your mouth. I'm trying to extend it. L, lightning, lip gloss. Okay. As always, I'm super exaggerating this, but this is kind of how, so this is kind of L, F, ah. So the different lip movements, you can a lot of times people will draw them out. Here's that E, E, you know, Q, U. Okay, so having the proper lip movements and also expression, this can include like hand, you know, head movements, nods, all this can kind of help correspond the character to speaking. So I'm going to open up this lip dub. Now, I already have a drawing here. So I drew this character without a mouth. Okay, so there's that. And then I actually have a copy of the different lips. A, O, E, U, E, L. These are the consonants. Q, you know. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I have this goodbye. Let's play that.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Alright, so let's do this. Good, bye. Good, bye. So I'm actually going to use a tool here. I'm going to use this panel, and I'm going to use a tool called the, where is it? Level strip. What this allows me to actually do is look at all of the frames in a level or a layer. And the reason why I did this is so I can kind of look at all the various letters and I can kind of drag them in here. So I'm actually going to, I'm going to, oops, wrong layer here. I'm going to take this layer here. And if I right click, I can say panel, where is it? Oh, toggle orientation, that's it. Alright, so I'm going to do that like this. So essentially I kind of, you know, this is the mouth being closed, the mouth, you know. So what I'm going to do is select this, and let's find the G sound. Good. So that's probably a consonant, I believe. Yeah. So it's going to start good. So I'm going to take this and drag it into here. Actually, I'm going to drag this here. And then I'm actually going to use the animate tool. It's a little too big, so I'm going to use this to kind of scale and position the lip just right. Now in theory I wouldn't have the letters underneath it, but you know, that's kind of this. Good bye. So bye. And even though it's B-Y-E, it actually kind of sounds like the I sound. Goodbye. So this is, let's find that B sound. So this is the B sound. I'm going to put that there. And so it's good. So D, this is still a D, so I'm going to keep this kind of. Let me zoom in a little bit here. And goodbye. let's go back. I'm going to click on this level. Let's find that I sound. I think it's, yeah, I. So good, probably about there. Let's see how that looks.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
So actually, I kind of want this to start maybe. Oops. So I need the mouth being closed here. So I'm actually gonna. There we go.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Not the perfect thing, but
Goodbye.
something.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
All right, so I have this level that has all of the different mouth sounds, like I was kind of talking about. You know, L, consonants, Q, W, you know, M, P, W, F, V, L, A, I, O, U, E, you know, all these different sounds. Let's do another example. Let's just play back what she's saying.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay. All right. Hell. It's, even though it is with an H, it's kind of almost like a L sound. Hello. Hello. L. My tongue is hitting the back of my, you know, so I'm going to go here. Once again, I'm going to use that level strip, and let's find that L sound. And I'm going to drag it here. I'll start with the mouth closed. So then I need the O sound. Hello. So I need the O lip. So here's the O. O. Once again, these lips are kind of in the wrong spots. I'm going to shrink this down and position this. Let's play this back.
Hello. Hello.
I might need to scale this down a little bit.
Hello. 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 Hello.
This is where the mouth closes again, so I might. Alright. Let's try that.
Hello. 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 Hello.
And we'll do one more. Alright, so once again I have this character. In this case it's a male character instead of a female character. He's saying hello. So let's just play it.
Hello. 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 Hello.
And once again, I kind of already drew his mouth on this layer here. So it's kind of like mouth closed, I, O, E, U, consonants, L, tongue, W or Q, M, P, M, B or P, F, V, with that, tongue kind of hitting the lip here. So he's saying hello, L-O. So once again, I'm going to use this. This is the L, and I'm going to drag that here. And let's find that O sound.
Hello.
In this case, the mouth is kind of about the right size.
Hello. Hello.
Oops, I should have the mouth closed at the beginning.
Hello. Hello.
Then should go back to this mouth here. Oops.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Okay. So hopefully that gives you kind of an idea. So like I said, you got to kind of draw out each mouth. I would actually put them on a separate layer that you turn off like I did. Then you can basically use this level strip, which is kind of like a way of looking at all of the, you kind of pull from here and you can kind of look at them and, you know, see what the mouth looks like without actually adding, you know, without, and then pull them to another layer so you can basically copy them. You know what I mean? So it's a nice little trip. And then, like I said, really sound out the letters there. Hello, hello. So it's an L-O sound. Or if I was saying my own name, David, David, that V sound, that V sound, where the lip kind of, it's kind of like that F. It's almost like A sound, David, you know what I mean? David, you know. Animation. Okay?